Welcome to Part of My Imagination. I'm Imagination and you are the Imaginers. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Jasmine and welcome back if this is your second or third or however many times you've clicked on my channel. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing my May TBR. Again, I've already picked all the books off my shelf. You guys didn't really need to watch me stress out about, where to pick from and what to pick. And because I didn't label my series, I didn't really know which ones I picked. So I might be putting things back and actually picking. We will see. So, excuse me. Let's just get into the books. All right, so first and foremost, whatever this, ooh, yay. I'm excited about this. I Want to Be Where You Are by Christina Forrest. It's following this girl. Chloe's mom shut the door on her daughter's aspirations with 3 little words, no dance school. But Chloe refuses to give up. With her dream controversy on the line. Conservatory. Wow. Can I read? No, obviously. She hatches a plan to drive 200 miles to the nearest audition. And that's kind of all you need to know about that one. I've heard so many good things about this. I know she has another book out, so I really want to get to this one so I can get to her next work. Next. Ooh, okay. I'm interested about this one. It is Kings of the Wyld by Nicholas Eames. I don't know what this book is about. Clay Cooper and his band were once the best of the best, the most feared and renowned crew of mercenaries this side of the heart world. Their glory days long past, then the mercs have grown apart and grown old, fat, drunk, and or a combination of the three. Then an ex-bandmate turns up at Clay's door with a plea for help, the kind of mission that only the very few, or that only the very brave or the very stupid would sign up. It's time to get the band back together. I've heard mixed things about this, but I've heard also very good things about this, so I'm quite excited to actually get to this. Next, because I had to pick a little one. It is Another Country by James Baldwin. I don't actually know what this one's about, but I have read one other James Baldwin. And I'm happy I picked this up because I've been wanting to read more of his works since I've only read one. That was Go Tell It on the Mountain. So I'm quite excited to pick this one up. This one is about, it doesn't actually tell me because, yeah, it just has blurbs on it. So I don't actually know what this one's about. So, yeah. Hey, it's another Jacqueline Woodson book. Yes. It is Before the Ever After. This was her 2020 release, if I remember correctly. And it says, for a long time, as ZJ can remember, his dad's been everyone's hero. A popular pro football star, he's as beloved to the neighborhood kids as he is to the millions of sports fans. But lately, his dad's forgetting stuff and has turned moody. The doctors think it might be because he's had so many concussions, but they're not sure how to help. That stings. And so does the day his dad embarrasses him in front of his friends. And that's that on that. It sounds like it's going to be amazing. A son-father relationship. I need all of the son-father relationships, so give them to me. Okay? Okay. On to the next. This is the third. Yeah, the third novel in the Mrs. Pettigreen's Peculiar Children. And that is Library of Souls. This series is essentially following a woman named Miss Pettigreen who has a home for peculiar children. And it's kind of like a safe haven. Shut up, Siri. It's following this woman who has a home for peculiar children. Essentially, they have weird, or I don't want to say weird, but they have sort of powers and things like that. They can do peculiar things. And they get sent to these schools as a safe haven to deal with them. And a young boy who loves his grandfather. His dad just chopped it up as like his dad was like kind of crazy, and then like his grandpa dies unexpectedly, and his father and family end up going to where the dad grew up, and the son ends up finding some very interesting things out about the grandfather, and that's kind of what this story is following. So yeah, I gave the first one 3 stars. It wasn't the best. The main character was quite annoying, but I'm gonna see where it goes. Dun dun dun. Ooh, yes. Yes. Sorry. It is Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. This is one of her esteemed works, and I am so excited to get to this. Yes, I'm so excited. When global climate change and economic crisis lead to social chaos in the early 2020s, crazy because last year was 2020, so California becomes full of dangers from pre-invasive water shortage to masses of vagabonds who will do anything to live to see another day. 15-year-old Laura Aloma lives inside a gated community with her preacher father, family, and neighbors, sheltered from the surrounding anarchy. In a society where vulnerability is a risk, she suffers some hyperempathy. I'm so stupid. A deliberating sensitivity to others' emotions. I am so freaking hyped to get to this, especially because of the year that we had in 2020, and this just sounds like, it predicted 2020. Yes, and it's Octavia E. Butler. Hello. I feel like that's all I need to say. All right, on to the next. Oh, yay! Shah and the End of Time by Roshani. Yes! I am so excited to get to this. It's a middle grade series. Percy Jackson meets Sailor Moon in the inaugural title in the Rick Riordan Presents program. A wild and wildly funny epic journey based on Hindu mythology. Yes! My friend Jamal actually bought this book for me. And I told him that, like, he didn't buy it for me. And then I was just like, sorry, Jamal. It's right here. I promise I have it. I'm so excited to pick this up. Oh my god, yes. I'm getting Hindu mythology. I'm getting Roshani Koshki. Roshani Koshki. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. I didn't really tell you much, but Shah has a tendency to stretch the truth in order to fit in at her private middle school. While her classmates are jetting off to exotic vacations, she'll be spending her autumn break in the Museum of Ancient Indian Art and Culture that her mom curates. It is any wonder Aru makes up stories about becoming royalty, traveling to Paris, and having a shaver. One day, 3 schoolmates show up at Aru's doorstep to catch her in a lie. They don't believe her claim that the museum's land of the Bharata is cursed, and they dare Aru to prove it. Just a quick light, Aru thinks, and she'll never ever fib again. Well, we know where this story's going, and I'm so hype about it. Next. Oh, yes. Oh, it's going to be such a great reading month. Blanca and Rosa. It's by Anna Marie McLemore. Oh, okay. So, I'm just going to read this to you. The biggest lie of all is that the story you think you already know. The Del Cisne girls have never just been sisters. They are also rivals and opposites. Blanca, as obedient and graceful as Roja, is vicious and manipulative. They know that because of the generations-old spell, their family is bound to a bevy of swans deep in the woods. They know that one day the swans will pull them into a dangerous game that will leave one of them a girl and the other trapped in the body of a swan. But when 2 local boys become drawn into the game, the swan spells intertwined with the strange and unpredictable magic lacing the woods, and all 4 of their fates depend on facing truths that could either save or destroy them. I have heard so many good things about this. I found out about this book from Books and Lala. Kate, her name's Kayla, sorry. But her channel is Books and Lala. And I'm so excited to get to this. Like, yes, I've heard nothing but fabulous things about this book. And I'm ready to get to it. Sorry, I had to zoom in because I realized how far away I was. So yeah, next book. God damn, I wrapped that thing very tightly. Wow, I'm finally getting to this book that I've had for 7 years. This Passenger by Alexandra Brakken. Sure. I don't know what this book's about either. Wow, okay. In one devastating night, violent prodigy Etta Spencer loses everything she knows and loves. Thrust into an unfamiliar world by a stranger with a dangerous agenda, Etta is certain of only one thing. She has traveled not just miles, but years from home, and she's inherited a legacy she knows nothing about from a family whose existence she's never heard of until now. Dun, dun, dun! I've heard great things about this series. I'm quite excited to get to it. I've had this book I swear to God, I've had this book for like 10 years. I'm not even lying to you. Why I've never read it? Don't judge me, y'all. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay. This is the second book in the Golden Spectic, whatever, by S.E. Grove. Yeah. Ooh, this cover is very creepy. So if I remember correctly, it's the specific. The Golden Specific. Hold on, let me just pull it out. It's this one right here. It's following this girl who gets thrown into this story of pirates. I'm just going to read it to you. It is the summer of 1892, 1 year since Sophia Times and her friend Theo embarked upon the dangerous adventures that rewrote the map of the world. Wait, is this the second one? Oops, I lied. I'm not going to read this one, and I'm going to read this one. I forgot. I have... Oh, that reminds me. I need to replace it. Okay. So, I got this book at the dollar store some years ago. I didn't realize that it wasn't the first one, so I actually ended up got the first one. This is the second one. So, I'm actually going to read this one. So, I can't tell you what the first one's about because I don't remember. Or, like, I do remember, but not that great. I got rid of it because I wanted to give them in hardcover because I have the other two in hardcover. But based off of my memory, it's following this girl named Sophia. And Sophia gets thrown into this, like, goose chase for, I believe it's her uncle. Yes, it's her uncle because her family ends up dying. Or, like, yeah, like her family ended up dying, so her uncle took over. And so she gets thrown into this goose chase because these people are coming after her to find her uncle and to find this time thingy that will reverse time, essentially. It's dealing with time, being able to slow time, fast forward time, look into a new world. And she gets just going on this goose chase, doing crazy things and trying to defeat the villain and stuff like that. Obviously, it is a series. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. So I'm quite interested to see where the story will go. And I'm sure once I open up the pages, I will 100% remember the rest of the story. Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't wrap that one very well. This is Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. I've heard ups and down things about this story. But I know that it's following two people, Sam and Penny. And they somehow cross paths and end up exchanging numbers. And they end up, like, texting each other, even though they're total strangers. And yeah, that's all I really know about it. All I want to know about it. I want to make my own opinion about it. Even if other people didn't like this, I'm going to read it anyways. All right, next book. Ooh. Oh, yay! It's another Zadie Smith book. All right, this is NW by Zadie Smith. And this one is, this is the story of a city, the northwest corner of a city. Here you'll find guests and hosts, those with power and those without it, people who live somewhere special and others who live nowhere at all, and many people in between. Every city is like this. Cheek by jowl living, separate worlds. And The rare times a stranger crosses a threshold without permission or warning causes a disruption in the whole system. Like the April afternoon, a woman came to Leah Hanwell's door seeking help disturbing the peace, forcing Leah out of her isolation. That's all I want to know. That's all I need to know. I'm so excited to get to this. I want to read more Zadie Smith. I've been lacking. And yes, let's just, go to the next book. We're almost done. What's this? Ooh, yes, so, maybe so. I think it is. I think that's what it is. Always and Forever, or something by Becky. Yes, yeah, I was right the first time. Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed. It is a signed version. Oh. Imagine bragging and then not even showing you the signatures. Couldn't it be me? I mean, it could because it was me. Let's just say I'm not the master of persuasion you want on the front lines of your political campaign. I'm not a history changer. I never thought of change as something to fight for. More like I'm always fighting against. Interesting. Jamie Goldsberg is cool with volunteering for his local state senate candidate as long as he's behind the scenes. When it comes to speaking to strangers, or let's face it, speaking at all to almost anyone, Jamie's a toke artist. There's no way he'll ever knock on doors to ask people for their votes until he meets Maya. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm so excited to pick this up. I believe this was a 2020 release. But don't quote me. Like, honestly, don't quote me. Because your girl just don't be knowing sometimes. And last but certainly not least, it's the fourth book in the Falling Kingdom series by Morgan Road. I feel like I'm being redundant by telling you what this book is about because I'm doing a reread with Princess, my best friend, over at Castle Library. Go subscribe to her now. But yeah, Frozen Tides. If you haven't known already, the first book is The Fallen Kingdoms. It's about a different kingdoms that go to war because something happened. It's political intrigue, betrayal, love, hate, a lot of hate, a ton of hate, princesses, lost magic, sorcerers. What more could you want in a series? I don't know. Just read the dang series. All right? That's it.